Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, some changes in our weather coming up this Mother's Day. Tomorrow we've been monitoring rain that might be heading our way, but ABC7's Wendy Ross has an update on that info and that system that might be heading our way. Wendy?
We have the system out here in the Gulf of Mexico, and it is going to be moving over towards the coastline. It is this system that is going to be bringing us the wet weather that we're going to be experiencing this week. And so as it moves on up to the northern part of the state, we're going to see all of that moisture coming on in with it. And most of the rains will come from the south and travel on up towards the north. But right now we don't have anything. We still have all this cloud cover out here. That's eventually going to sweep across the region. So far the rains have stayed away from our area throughout the day. We've had some light showers reported early this morning and then mostly cloudy conditions. And right now we're looking at fair skies, but we are expecting to see those clouds coming on through a little bit later on tonight. So we'll let you know when we can expect the rains to come on in. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. Adam.
All right, Wendy, thank you very much. Now to that developing situation overseas where a knife-wielding assailant killed one person and injured 4 others in France before being shot and killed by police. It happened near Paris's famed opera, which is not too far from the Eiffel Tower. ABC's Ty Hernandez brings us new details into the moments leading up to that attack.
Forensic and counterterrorism police in Paris are now working to determine a motive for the deadly knife attack near the Paris Opera House.
We're moments away from Place de l'Opera. It's about 3 minutes in this direction, which is an incredibly busy tourist location right in the heart of Paris.
The assailant, shouting Allah Akbar, stabbed several people before being shot and killed by police. This woman was in a nearby restaurant when the attack began. She said people were shouting, warning people to hide. French President Emmanuel Macron praising those officers for neutralizing the terrorist, tweeting France will not yield an inch to the enemies of freedom. The Islamic State claiming responsibility for this incident on social media, saying one of its soldiers carried out the attack, but provided no proof of their claim. Paris has been under higher security in recent years following several deadly extremist attacks. Given the nature of this attack, a French prosecutor has said the police's anti-terrorism unit would launch an investigation. Ty Hernandez, ABC News, New York.
Well, happening now back here at home, the party will soon be over tonight in Bradenton for the popular country music dance bar Joyland. Rick Lambert and his family have owned Joyland for over 30 years, but after turning 60 in April, he and his wife Stephanie decided to walk away and start retirement. The Joyland stage has held up some big names over the years, including Trace Adkins and Toby Keith. The property is up for sale, and Stephanie says they've already turned down some buyers, holding out for the right person to continue the tradition.
Nobody can replace Joyland.
But yeah, it'll never be the same.
It'll never be the same.
I mean, it won't be.
I started coming here before I was legal to come here.
All the comments have just been so loving. And that shows that you're not a business, you're a family.
The line dancing, music, and drinks all stop for good later tonight, or tomorrow morning rather, at 2 a.m. Well, following a hurricane review this week, Venice city officials are weighing their options. That's after county commissioners made it clear that no shelters can be built on the island itself. The reality, if a strong hurricane and storm surge hit Venice, the 3 bridges would likely be destroyed and anybody on the island would be trapped. The data used was based on a worst-case scenario, looking at the type of storm surge the nation saw when Hurricane Katrina hit and wreaked devastation. The parish community in Manatee County is quickly growing, so the school district is building 3 schools in the area. The new North County Elementary School is earmarked for the intersection of 115th Avenue East and Moccasin Wallow Road, and its price tag, as we recently learned, will be millions of dollars more than what was originally budgeted. ABC7's Erica Jackson explains how school safety is to blame and why that's okay with the school board and one group of parents.
The existing elementary schools in North Manatee County need relief. Virgil Mills is over capacity by 41% and Williams Elementary by 3%. But the school board will build this one to a new safety standard, meaning a higher price tag.
The new elementary school is needed, so we're excited.
Michelle Bailey will send her 3 daughters to the new North County Elementary School when it opens in August of 2019. But she wasn't comfortable with the original layout. Recess along Moccasin Wallow Road, while a parking lot was tucked away next to a neighborhood. Bailey fears another Parkland-like shooting happening right in her backyard.
The first thought I had was, how would an active shooter be able to get to my kids? And the way the school was laid out, they would have had clear sight lines from Moccasin Wallow Road. They wouldn't have even had to come on campus.
The school board heard her and other parents' concerns and agreed to relocate the playground, increasing the project's overall cost, also changing the price tag, ballistic-proof windows and doors, part of the original plan to make the campus a hurricane shelter.
This school will service this community.
School board member Charlie Kennedy blames some extra costs on inflation, telling ABC7 labor shortages and material shortages lead to higher prices. Since the economy is doing so well, competition for resources means higher costs. Those additions will increase the project's total budget to $28 million. School board chairman Scott Hope says they are unhappy with the extra costs, but stresses safety from storms and possible shooters is a top priority. The one entrance to the school will be adjacent to the entrance into the nearby Copperstone community. School board chair Scott Hopes will be meeting with residents there in the upcoming weeks to discuss any additional concerns. Reporting in Manatee County, Erica Jackson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Erica. The Manatee County School District is still searching for an official name for that elementary school in Parrish, and you can submit your own ideas for that school's name. Once the nomination period expires, the list will be reviewed by the school board, and then they will decide at what the name will be at an upcoming school board meeting. Information on how to submit your own nomination, you can visit our website, mysuncoast.com. And you can also find that information and get updates on the new school in our app. Just make sure you have our app downloaded with push notifications activated. You can find it in the App Store by searching WWSB or My Suncoast. Attention drivers, expect to spend a little extra time this weekend on US 41. Today, construction started on 2 new roundabouts, one on US 41 at 10th Street and another on 14th Street in Sarasota. Most of that work will take place overnight, and you may see some lane closures. During the day, drivers may see some temporary lane closures between 9th Street and 15th Street. Well, some disturbing numbers tonight as a result of that Takata airbag recall. U.S. Senator Bill Nelson announcing that Florida leads the nation in the number of injuries and deaths related to airbag ruptures. 83 people have been injured and 3 deaths have been linked to the recall. The next highest amount of casualties from airbags coming from Puerto Rico. Then it's Texas, California, and Georgia. Takata inflators can explode with too much force, spewing shrapnel. Known as the 2-time Best Military Show winner, thousands flocking to Tampa today to see the MacDill Air Fest. Take a look, the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels flying in formation above the crowd. They were joined by the F-22 demo team and the A-10 demo team, which flew for the first time at an air show today in 7 years.
Really great to open our doors to the Tampa Bay community for 2 days and show them what we do and tell them thank you for their support.
Now, if you do have some plans to head out to that event tomorrow, just be advised that traffic in the area is expected to be, let's just say, frustrating. The gates today closed at 1:30, so if you want to get in, get there early. A lot of angry thrill seekers are venting at Busch Gardens tonight after the Florida theme park let guests in, despite a power outage. That outage shutting down rides and sending people who paid for tickets and parking into a fury. That's around a $130 cost per person. Guests leaving without a refund. The park responding that some animal habitats and 2 restaurants had power restored, encouraging guests to come and enjoy free beer. Well, still to come here on ABC7, a high-speed shootout caught on camera. What investigators say led up to this chase. Plus, an ongoing project in Venice that could leave several homes temporarily without water.
This Mother's Day, show a little imagination. How about giving her a relaxing visit to the spa, or an evening out at a fine restaurant, or a weekend getaway at one of our luxurious world-class resorts? You'll find these gifts and more at rtjgolf.com. RTJ gift cards and resort cards are easy to wrap and never go out of style. So whether it's a great meal, or a day at the spa, or a weekend to remember, you will find it at rtjgolf.com/gift cards.
Dear parents, it's time for a pop quiz. What's the best kind of play for kids? Play that makes us think? Or helps us pretend? Or teaches us rules? Or to be creative? Actually, every kind of play is important because different kinds of play give us different kinds of skills. Help us mix up the ways we play. Okay, class dismissed. Now go play.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. Work with an accredited Veterans Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Some cloudy skies out there that we will continue to see building up. Right now, partly cloudy skies for the most part, but we're going to start to see some cloudy conditions coming on in during the overnight time period. Showers will be moving in from the south, and we are going to be looking at some rain showers developing as a result of a low pressure system that's out in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, nothing is happening along the west coast of Florida. The heaviest showers, which were just off of our coastline, moving away from the state. So we're not looking at anything developing at this hour, and we're not going to see anything for several more hours. As a matter of fact, the chances for rain for the overnight time period are down to nothing practically. So we've got a low pressure system out here in the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be moving on over towards the coast, and then it's going to start to move on up towards the north. As it does that, it's just going to stream in all of this moisture across west central Florida, and that's what we're going to be seeing as the showers going from the south all the way up towards the north as it follows that low pressure system. And we're going to be looking at some cloudy conditions coming on in. You'll see the clouds, and then you'll start to see some rain showers developing over the central part of the state. We're still not going to be seeing too much in the way of rainfall for our area. That comes later on. So at around 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, we may get some pop-up showers, but nothing widespread. And then it starts to come on in earnest, beginning at around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll start to see some of these showers become a little bit more prevalent along the west coast. And then this continues for the rest of the week. Really, we are going to be seeing a good chance for rain, and we need the rain, so this is a good thing. And you can see that 10% chance for the overnight time period into the early morning hours. So once again, those showers down from the south continuing to move on up towards the north, and we're going to see the opportunity for rain. There's going to be plenty of moisture around, so we'll see the opportunity for rain over the next couple of days. And the rainfall forecast is showing that we'll get some good amounts of rain coming on through here, anywhere from half, a quarter of an inch of rainfall all the way up to 2 inches in some locations. It will be hit or miss, but some places could see as much as 2 inches of rainfall with this rain that's going to be coming on through. Now we're going to warm up the temperatures. 83 was our daytime high today, 72 the overnight low, and temperature readings are in the 70s right now still. For tomorrow, we're looking at winds coming in out of the northeast at 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet, and 80 degrees is what the expected temperature will be at the beach. But that's going to change for elsewhere. We'll show you in just a second. 68 for the overnight low. Cloudy conditions are expected to form during the overnight time period. And then tomorrow, because we'll see a little bit more of a break in the clouds, we're warming those temperatures up just a little bit to about 83 degrees on Sunday. Monday we'll have plenty of rain opportunity. You'll see a 70% chance of rain. And then on Tuesday we lower those chances once again to a 40 to 50% chance, and maybe even a 60% chance on Friday. But rain is back in the forecast. We could use it, so it's a good thing. And you'll see those temperatures steadily climbing as the week goes on. Adam?
All right, thank you, Wendy. Now to a wild car chase caught on camera with bullets flying. ABC's Kenneth Moten brings us that dash cam video which caught it all.
This heart-pounding high-speed chase and shooting captured on police dash cameras sparked by a love triangle. Police in Dearborn, Michigan ramming the silver car. Behind the wheel, suspect Ruben Salinas seen firing out of the vehicle at that black pickup truck, driven by his ex-girlfriend's current boyfriend. Investigators say the suspect, armed with a handgun, confronted the couple at a home in nearby Melvindale.
Minor altercation between the girlfriend and the suspect to get the weapon away from him.
The boyfriend took off, the suspect right behind him when police joined the dangerous pursuit.
Tactical training kicked in. We can never come up with every scenario, but our officers were trained well enough to think on their feet.
Officers struck Salinas' car 3 times as he continued to fire shots. Police said the terrifying chase ended when the suspect turned the gun on himself, taking his own life.
The boyfriend was not seriously injured. Investigators say the suspect had no prior run-ins with the law, and inside his car they found 3 weapons, including an AR-15. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
Well, back here at home, what is that smell? That was a question on a lot of people's minds near Bird Key after a foul smell started over the weekend. However, City of Sarasota officials reassuring the community that the smell is not from sewage like many expected. Bird Key sits between the Ringling Bridge and St. Armand Circle in Sarasota, and tonight the Sarasota Utilities Department confirming that that odor is actually decaying seagrass and not sewage. Still, it's something that locals and visitors say is distracting from the area's charm.
It's pungent. You walk out here, it's a beautiful sight, and it's really shadowed by the smell. I mean, the odor is pretty bad.
Now, the city did not indicate whether that seagrass decay is a natural occurrence. As part of a project to replace the water main lines on the island of Venice, several homes may see a temporary water shutdown this week. The homes that may notice the shutdowns are between Turin Street West and Harbor Drive South. Now, this is not a boil water advisory. Officials say affected homes may be out of water from anywhere between 5 minutes or 5 hours. Replacement of the water lines are expected to be completed within the next few months. A national food drive giving people an easy way to give back over the weekend. We got a look at what was collected today during the 26th annual Stamp Out Hunger food drive. During the drive, people put out food donations across the country for their local food banks. Then their mail carriers pick up those donations. We got a look at the haul here in Sarasota as it was handed over to All Faiths Food Bank, which counts on these donations for its summer food program. Well, stick around. We got sports coming up after a short break. We'll be right back.
My
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, what was once impossible is happening today for thousands of patients with blood cancer.
I live.
I live. I live. I live.
I live.
She lives.
Because of the research done by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in the battle against blood cancer.
If you had a chance to support the research that is saving lives, what would you do?
We are problem solvers striving for answers. Relevancy on every platform. We are driven to create content that's compelling, engaging, where it matters. We are neighbors that care about solutions, believers in making a difference, leaders, innovating in an exciting era of multimedia, reaching to always be the gold standard in our evolving landscape. We are Raycom Media. Find your opportunity today.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a part-time media controller to manage various stages of video on-air content playout. General computer skills are an absolute must. Visit mysuncoast.com/job-of-the-day to apply. Now, sports.
Former Venice head football coach John Peacock returned to campus on Saturday to help give out and accept state awards. Venice won the 7A state championship this fall, and the team was presented with their championship rings and trophy in a ceremony on Saturday. Quarterback Bryce Carpenter accepted his Florida Dairy Farmers Player of the Year award, and Peacock was given the Florida Dairy Farmers Coach of the Year trophy. Peacock was fired earlier this year after he liked a tweet with racial undertones. Principal Eric Jackson telling ABC7 at the time that the decision was a culmination of other past transgressions. Here's Peacock at that ceremony today.
I'm sure Venice High School is going to continue to move in a positive direction, and I hope it does. I hope it does. And again, thank you for everything, and good night.
That state championship was only the second in Venice's football's program history. The Rays and Orioles for the second time today in Baltimore, a doubleheader, and C.J. Cron hits a first-inning home run to give Tampa Bay the early lead. They lost that first game, and it was the second time the Rays started one with a homer. The lead doesn't last long. Trey Mancini hitting a solo shot in the bottom of that first inning. Now on to the fourth, and this time it's Brad Miller going deep, and it's a 4-1 Rays lead. There was a brief rain delay, but Tampa Bay scores twice as many runs after the tarp is taken off. They snap a 5-game losing streak. Both these teams will be back at it tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And at TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra, Florida, it's moving day in the Players Championship. Tiger Woods moving up on the league leaderboard, shooting a 65 on day 3. Jordan Spieth also shooting a 65, and he is tied with Tiger Woods in 9th place at 8 under so far through the tournament. But Webb Simpson has been spectacular through 2 days. Day 3, no different. He knocks in this eagle out of the bunker on 11, and he is your leader at 19 under. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
According to Golf Digest, 2 of the nation's top golf resorts are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Auburn Opelika Marriott at Grand National, and the Renaissance Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa in Birmingham. Plus, the Marriott at Grand National was recognized as Hotel of the Year by Marriott International. Experience luxury and world-class golf Southern style. Visit rtjgolf/resorts or call 800-949-4444 to book your trip to the trail.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Many websites selling medication may look professional and legitimate, but the vast majority of sites selling prescription drugs are doing so illegally. Criminals use websites to sell counterfeit medications that may contain life-threatening toxins. Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. Purchasing medicine online can be safe and easy. Just look for pharmacy to the right of the dot in website addresses.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, if you're looking for a jogging pal, this could be an option in the future. A company called Boston Dynamics released a new video of its humanoid robot called Atlas. It's 5 feet tall and can jog and jump all on its own. And that's not all. Atlas can also, wait, are we going to see the jump or the backflip? Apparently Atlas can do a backflip too. I don't know if I read that too fast.
That is so cool.
But it also opens doors and lifts boxes, but no word yet on when that robot will be available for purchase or how much one would cost.
I see this as the wave of the future. This is what is going to take care of me in my old age. That's what I see. That's what I see.
And then take over the entire earth.
Take over the world.
So drink it in while you can.